Tucson desert town, I don't think.
Sounds good to me.
That
was okay, yeah. There's worse things I could be doing than interviewing on TV.
Thank you.
I think I made it. Plus, I gotta make sure I'm with my black shirt.
You see the open settings right here?
Yeah, this was dude, that was crazy. I'm so glad you guys came. Man.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Right?
Right, why not? It's good, clean fun. Look at this kid, good, clean kid.
They need a place to
Good, clean fun.
yeah, they need a place to bike, like it needs
They just
about
need
safety
space.
and love.
Right.
Hi.
Reid Park, thank you. Thank you. A park for all of us.
Exactly.
All of us, all events, all cultures, all activities. All right, are we ready?
And so if you can come Thank the Mayor and City Council for this opportunity. I'm here today on behalf of the Friends of Reid Park to speak on an idea that some may think is outlandish, or at least an idea that is far off in the future. And that is the idea to expand Reid Park. Now, there are many of us in this group, and many of us have had the same idea for quite a number of years. It wasn't something that we all got together and said, hey, what can we do to shake things up? We're all individuals that at various times came up with this idea.
Yeah.
Tucson needs a heart.
Yeah.
I don't mean the compassion that our city has shown for a great many years. I mean a place where we can all gather as individuals and as a city to celebrate our accomplishments, to celebrate our festivals, and unfortunately at times to celebrate our grief. Other cities such as San Diego has Balboa Park. You have Heritage Square in Santa Fe. You have Central Park in New York. And unfortunately Tucson, due to the way it grew, primarily post-World War II, lost a great many opportunities to set aside a piece of land to create that sort of special park. Well, today, I ask all of you to consider what Tucson would be like if we had such an open green space. Imagine what it would be like to walk through an open place like this in the middle of our city and be totally lost in that little world around you. 2 years ago when I was in San Diego, I came up with this idea. And it was all because of my son. As we were going through Balboa Park, he said, Dad, why don't we have a place like this in Tucson? And I didn't have a clear answer. It wasn't until I got home and started doing some digging that I realized that it wasn't any individual's fault, it wasn't any city council's fault. It was just the way things happened. But now we can make that change. Now we can undo what has been done for so long. We have an opportunity to expand Reid Park. Now, I know it's not going to be easy, and I know there will be a lot of resistance because it will result in, unfortunately, the transformation of the Randolph Golf Complex. But what it could create is so much more. It's been shown that when you have a core park, especially a large facility, that the amount of tourism it attracts is unfathomable. This piece of land that I'm talking about is well served by highways both on the north and south, 22nd Street and Broadway. Alpernot comes right up along the eastern edge. It's well situated, close to the University of Arizona, close to other attractions such as the Tucson Botanical Gardens. It's not very far away from the Peter Air Space Museum. It would be the perfect hub for tourism.
Yeah.
And I guess I won't concede. And
Mr. Mayor and Council, it's very good to see you again. I would like to say thank you to all the wonderful people who came to our rally in favor of a great Central Park. For me, our narrative, the reason I believe our narrative is catching on, basically think of a triangle. It comes down to three things: money, pride, and a little bit of resentment A lot of people feel left out. This picture really says it all. Right here, in this small square, you have the busiest park in Tucson.
That's right.
In this big rectangle here, you have a big fence that fences out the majority of Tucsonans.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. We want to triple the size of Reid Park and create a great central park. Today, I really want to focus on the economic side of why a great central park would be good for Tucson. First of all, tourism. Let's make no mistake about it. A great central park will increase the amount of tourism in our city. That's just a fact. Let's look at Central Park in New York. 1 out of every 5 people that goes to Central Park in New York is a tourist. An economic study on the impact of Central Park found that it brings $1 billion in economic activity to New York City. What do you do when you go to San Diego? Usually you do one of 2 things. You either go to the beach or you go to Balboa Park. Let's make no mistake about it. If we expand Reid Park, it's going to bring millions of dollars to the city of Tucson. Okay? And let's look at the example of the High Line in New York City. It cost $115 million to build, but it brought several $100 million in increased tax revenue from property values increasing, and it resulted in $2 billion of new private real estate investment in the area. My belief and our belief is that there's a lot of ugly lots on 22nd Street, and a great central park will result in millions of dollars of new real estate investment going in those ugly lots, and it would create an urban renewal corridor. We're already doing something about downtown. We're going to do something about Broadway. Why don't we lengthen that area and revitalize our entire urban core?
Yes.
Thank you very much.